in their judiciary, in their governance. This destructive diversity always playing. And with this, the presence of this destructive diversity, there will be no growth in Nigeria. There will be no security in Nigeria. This is a fact. You can continue to deny it for all I care. At the end of the day, you are going to come back to what we are saying. So this morning, we have come once again to continue that message. More especially on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we all know. Remember, this program is a very interactive one. In this platform, we admit everybody. You must not be a Biafran to join us. Even if you are a one Nigerianist, you are from other part of African country, or you are a Nigerian, or you are from other part of the world, and you have an argument, please do come in, join us, ask your question, make your contributions and suggestions. We are open to listening. The only thing we ask is that when you join us, try as much as possible to be civil. We will not accept insult from anybody, regardless whom you are. Don't insult us. We will not insult you. Take all the time in the world and speak in a civil manner, and we will respond to you. Even if we don't have a response to you, we are going to go back and come back with a response and give you the answer to whatever you have to say. And if you have a superior argument, you are also welcome. But make sure in your superior argument you have evidence, examples, things to show us, to convince us to believe whatever you are saying. So this is a platform for public opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, regardless who you are, regardless your orientation, your religion, your location, your race. You are entitled to your opinion. Feel free to join us with an open mind, willing to listen to others and willing to see things from different perspectives. Join us and air your opinion. If you're on TikTok, you can send your requests. I will bring you in when it is time. As soon as I set my eyes on your request, I will bring you in if you're watching on TikTok. Then if you're on YouTube, you know what to do. You follow the link, click on the link, and I will bring you in, and you will equally make your contribution, as we always do. If you are watching on Facebook, the same thing. Click on the link, I will bring you in, you make a contribution. The whole world is watching, and they are going to hear you. Today, we have come to discuss, after a long day yesterday in the court, today we are talking about the aftermath of the sentencing. Aftermath of the sentencing that happened yesterday, what they hide about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's judgment. That is what we are going to discuss today. What transpired yesterday, every one of us saw it. It is not something that is unexpected. We knew that it was coming. If you are a Biafran, more especially an Igbo Biafran, and you didn't know what happened yesterday will happen, then you are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. If you are a Biafran, more especially Igbo Biafran, and you didn't know that what you saw yesterday will happen, it means you are careless and you are deceiving yourself. You better wake up from your sleep. We saw it coming, and we knew that that would be their response yesterday. But I bet you, just like I said yesterday, that all things work for good to them that love to cook Gabiama. Yesterday, I say it, whatever be their verdict, whatever their verdict may be, it is to our own advantage. Whatever their verdict will be, they will be the one to be ashamed. Yesterday, every one of us saw Nigeria on trial. And as expected, they did what they had to do. So today we have come to discuss what transpired yesterday, which most of us saw the drama. We are watching it go down. It took hours for that nonsense to be pronounced. They played a lot of games, tried to play so many games, trying to use the Bible quotation and all whatnot, only to arrive at their idiotic end. At a point in time, I get tired of waiting because I have some other things to do. We don't only engage on broadcast, we still have our private life to live. So yesterday, I couldn't be able to wait to listen to all those nonsense that was spilled. At a point in time, I had to excuse myself and do what I got to do, to come back again and continue to hear their drama. In as much as we already know where they are going, but we still have to follow up. So, my fellow Biafrans, today we have come to look into what transpired yesterday. Lovers of freedom across the world, lovers of justice, lovers of truth, I welcome every one of you to this broadcast this morning. Yesterday was a very, very special day. Special on a negative part, but we saw it come, we knew it would come. Today, we enter the aftermath of one of the most controversial, illegal, global, embarrassing judgment ever delivered by a Nigerian court. What we saw yesterday was the most controversial, illegal, and global embarrassing judgment ever delivered by a Nigerian court. The sentencing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is not just about one man. What happened yesterday is not just about one man. This is about a people, a nation, a judiciary, and the future of a failed state. You know, most time when we say that Nigeria is irredeemable, the picture was painted very clear yesterday. When I use that term here, Nigeria is irredeemable, some people will think it's too extreme. Some one Nigerianists will tell you, no, there is hope. But it played out yesterday. It played out yesterday. What happened in that court is not justice. It is a political weapon. That's what we saw yesterday. The world is watching Nigeria, and what they are seeing is not good to be beheld with anybody's eyes. The judgment of consequence. The judgment you saw yesterday has a great consequence that Nigeria can never, ever escape. The judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday has a consequence that Nigeria will never, ever escape. And we are going to look into source issues this very morning. Stay with me. Share the broadcast if you have not yet shared it. Tag your friends. Share the broadcast to all platforms, family and friends, to your X handle. Share it and make it go viral. Don't just watch alone. Play your own part by sharing and liking. Your own voice and your own actions matters at this point in time. Before the verdict came, I have said it, that we have to make noise more than ever. We have to move further, act more, do more to attract international attention to the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because it is no longer local. What happened yesterday and why the sentencing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is illegal? What you saw yesterday, why it is illegal, we are going to dive into it. what you saw yesterday. The sentencing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a final decision. Have that in your mind first. The sentencing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a final decision. It is the beginning of a new phase of illegality that exposes Nigerian judiciary as compromised and politically controlled. And I want you to pay attention to these key points. Pay attention. The charges that was used on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday violate Nigerians' own constitution. The charges yesterday violates Nigeria's own constitution. The ruling violates international treaty Nigeria signed up. There are international treaties that Nigeria signed up. The ruling yesterday violates those international treaties. The evidence used in the sentencing is unlawful, tainted, and in some cases, fabricated. Every one of us saw it. Most of us, we are surprised to hear what we are hearing. So many of you here have been following the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from day one. Yesterday, you saw the judge himself became the prosecutor. The judge himself began to form words, bring things that were never mentioned in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The judge himself became the prosecutor yesterday. It was really laughable. Evidence used in the sentencing is unlawful, tainted, and in some cases fabricated. There were so many fabricated issues even during the pronouncement of the sentencing. Another issue is the court process. The court process were rushed, manipulated, and inconsistent. You saw the judge yesterday on several occasions talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu delaying his own case, accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of delaying his own case. And I begin to wonder, how did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu delay his case? Where and how? From 2015, when they held Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was coming to court. They had no evidence to convict him. He was granted bail. Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu began to prepare to come to court. And they sent soldiers to the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to take his life. In the process, 28 men lost their life in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Jack, the dog, was killed. The parents of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost their life from the trauma of that attack. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu narrowly escaped with his life. That was how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left Nigeria. And a court in Nigeria confirmed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail. Nigerian High Court in Abia State said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not jump. In fact, the Nigerian court awarded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu compensation. But yesterday you saw in that court that the judge was still referring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as somebody that jumped bail. He was still referring to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as someone who jumped bail. That he jumped bail to delay his case. And he ignored the extraordinary rendition. He never mentioned it. He said it doesn't really matter. And he continued to blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of delay process. When this same judge has been here so many a time, the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not been given access to go and speak to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and get necessary information, or give him information or papers to sign on several occasions. On several occasions. The DSS prevented the lawyers from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to meet with him. The case had been stalled on so many occasions by the government itself. But yesterday, you saw a judge who became a prosecutor and decided to prosecute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on every single thing he feels within him and everything that was told to him to do. You saw him reading a script for hours until some of us got tired and walked away. Yesterday, every legal expert who is honest has said the same thing I'm saying now. Every legal expert that is honest, go to media. This is the same thing they are saying. This judgment cannot stand under any real justice system. The judgment you saw cannot stand under any real justice system. This is a country where the law bends to please political masters. A country where courts are used as weapon, not institution of justice. Now you understand why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called that very place a shrine of injustice. We confirm that what Nigeria has is a shrine of injustice. It is sad, but that is the situation, and we must continue. Yeah, welcome, my beloved sister Victoria. Go ahead, my sister Victoria, and speak to us.
Mazi, good morning.
Good morning, my sister.
Good morning, dear friends. I've been very busy this morning, man. I'm from Kenya on life. I can just be a bagodo the bayo. Now, if you go to get the regular babu.
Yes.
So, oh, not hear my ear. This is the hour for you to have sense. I didn't make a mistake, a mega mistake. Those who testify against Mazi Simon Ekpa have go their fault, their mistake. Because her testify against Simon Ekpa with the hope that now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out to start where he stopped. So now Simon Ekpa will not bring Biafra to them. Half go, it don't happen. Let them go and bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and start where he stopped. As they went underground to wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. The hour has come for them to do something. Another one again. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, who refused to fight for his husband. I believe God, they will listen to you. Let them hear my voice. That woman who believes, who refused to fight for his husband, the hour has come. Let him go and marry another husband. Because because he cannot fight again. No, he has to marry another husband. Nothing else again. Because he doesn't want a husband. This is the opportunity for her to go and look for another husband to marry. Those ones where you follow, where you snap picture with, where you love, let them go and marry them. Let her go and marry them. Number three, our people, Igbos, you that's bearing the name of Igbo. You, I'm not talking about Biafrans, so I know that it's Biafran, we have Biafrans, but I'm talking about Igbo race now. This is the hour. For me, I know that Nigerian government will never release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm very well. Come on, Ibu see wutem badly. But Mazi Simon Ekpa stood for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for Biafrans. Takurugide tinye n'ime. Make sure na ha tinyere n'ime. Igbo man Jena Finland go and stand for against Igbo man. Ketinye nwanne ya n'ime. No be criminal. that na Biafran sama onye obuno na ha jora no ona ha seek for freedom. Now Simon Ekpa no n'ime hate go no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu n'ime nke unbelievable. Simon Ekpa can when the date to come out. Nke Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is no date. I am upon an appeal. I am upon that they are going to do appeal. Managi one on wegi only upon I think ya. This court of appeal have already released him before. Did the federal government release him? Ha. So or get a court of appeal get released, say the federal government are happier. Only upon a fizia sa nanya. Oburu na ndị ba ga-ama ihe. Unite themselves together. Onye ọbụla hapụ ihe mere eme na nke gara aga before. Everybody will join together now. Ka anyị chụbaza ihe na-achụ anyị. Focus on USB. Ama m na nwaanyị bụ onye dị in charge. Mana forget about na nwaanyị dị in charge. Oburu na ndị ba anyị yikọta together. Gbakọ ọnụ. See, now we stand for USB. That woman that is in charge, the deputy prime minister that is in charge, we won't not stop to bring Biafra to us. The only thing we stand, the mandate. He stand to declare that Biafra and they stand to hold in that mandate. What we need now to all Biafrans to join her. Those who can act whatever they want to act, she will give them chance to do whatever they want to do. But that mandate, he holding it firm. I can see you have been since yesterday because I watched this program and I watched Biana Kegi before. We just say we na channel television no life in the court. Na AIT no life in the court. We simba can join a channel television. Can make sure that nearly near Hane pronounce there. Nam impeak is the hancha. We watch the day there till we for we manufacture me. How to go satisfy and him making her to me because they have global conspiracy. How many to the extent now, these evil people. You see that judge. You see these people. Oh no, but now what now? Come on, we visit them. Come on, we visit them. I keep on saying all this thing. Fulani people jelu kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We hand desire over to Yoruba people to persecute him. Yoruba people may go and so he had listening how unite to go. I will say me go and we push Fulani now. A man push Yoruba now Yoruba. All this guy Yoruba now Fulani is busi brother and sister. So them join together to persecute Igbo. Ndeba efisa sana onye obuna maroze ihe. Ha maroze ihe. How was this judgment? Onye obuna welili ego ezi onu. Let our people forget about the past. Let us join together and push this thing once and for all. Onye na adilo odiro obugo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so obugudro fonye fodro nda ha ebido Biafra we gaba gine bunka kedu this sort to be henka if why men na court did you see what is happening in the court our leader choni go nke asho no ka gare gra the adjuration no ka gare go because of now this news is going international, it's going everywhere. So that so that so however Bazianka Hagocha Hane repeat if he had repeat for the whole day, repeat say we're convinced well so bad I'm disappointed because I have some years. I think that nege some years. Man, I have pronounced he has no life. I can be disappointed, man. Nevertheless, God is in heaven. We show them. Oto akọ the room Israel na Egypt. Mgbe Chineke bilitere, o gosiri o ji wee bụrụ ọ bụzi Chineke ga-anụ anya ọgụ a. Oto akọ ha m n'ọnụ jisi n'ike. Bye bye. Na I'm very busy this morning. Man, I see John will opportunity before maybe the all chọrọ ibido now. Ngwanụ jisi ike. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, my sister. Sister Victoria, appreciate you for your concern. Thank you so much. We will never give up, no matter what happens. On your own, I'll wait to Ubi. Nothing will happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can't do shit. Whatever they pronounce, all of us know that they will do it. We know they will pronounce what they want to pronounce. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the very first person that was pronounced. The same pronouncement, the same sentence was given to Martin Luther King. The same sentence was given to, what is it called? Mandela. The same sentence was even given to Dr. Nnamdi, even Awolowo. Many of them were given the same sentence. So whatever they are doing, we know that it's a politically motivated idea. They are trying to do that at the end of the day, so that they can be able to tie us down. But we are focused. And my joy is that only Faji my phone Mazi Nnamdi Kanu my phone he knows what he's looking for. No amount of propaganda or blackmail will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to change his mind or his direction. So far, we got to go to this extent on this extent. He is not going back. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going back. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And we will stand with him 100% side by side with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing I'm with now is to continue to pray for him for strength. Everybody continue to pray for him for strength. While you pray, you go to work and do the ones you can do. There is something every one of us can do. If you know that office you occupy, the one you know you can do, continue to do something. Stop talking and gossiping. Go ahead and do something. Any office that you occupy. Just like my sister has said, we have to focus on protecting our land, Biafra. Focus on this journey of Biafra. They want to make us scared. Actually, make you will not do it again. I will not do it again. Or scared. Or they sentence your leader. Don't do it again if you talk. That is what they want to. They want to create fear. But we know history now. We have been through that before. This is not the first time. We have seen it happen in so many places. So before ever they make the pronunciation, we know where they're going. And I pray that we strengthen our people, strengthen Biafrans, and those of us who are in this journey. Give us the strength to remain consistent. Because consistency is the key. Remain consistent, faithful, sincere in anything you are doing. In any office you occupy, be sincere and do what you have to do. I can see my beloved brother Christian. I see my brother Christian is there already.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my sister.
Yeah, morning. Morning.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I think I will not be at work for almost till the end of this month. Now, this while I've been working, and then with 4 days holidays, I might travel to the Netherlands, but EBMB na UK network na there. So thank God that I'm able to come in now, but I cannot guarantee how far and how well it will go. But anyhow, we must continue. So bear with me. I will say and contribute.
Network problem in UK.
Well, yeah, that is the thing because even Anas na onye nigaro na mama, so there's area. Yeah, the only area gano, or na so but let's talk
But yet you cannot compare it to the zoo.
Never, you cannot. But the thing is, for me, it seems it has been the case. But the thing is, easy as like just a flip of finger to change accommodation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or not easy like that because there's a lot of things, and so it's hard to explain. But the thing is, network Nigerian Sububa from the time I've been here, but my call Holland
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Hey, hello. Oh,
hello, I can hear you.
Hey.
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Hello.
Go ahead. Hello, I can hear you.
Dear. Mazi.
Yeah, I can hear you. Only you cannot hear me, but I'm hearing you. I can hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I think it's only on your side that you can't hear me. So whatever happens, let's see. If he comes back again, we can now allow him to take up the stage. Can just come back again. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Then I remove this one. You enter with two distance. So let me bring this one back. Okay. You're there now. Can you hear me?
Hello, Mazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm saying ozugbo.
Even while you were speaking, I was hearing you, but you can't hear me. I hear you, but you can't hear me.
Hello. Oh dear.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
Mazi Nnamdi.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but because I wasn't hearing you. Well, it is what it is, my brother. But I don't know. I just don't even know where to start. All this while, when I'm at work, I don't have problem with network. But again, I've said this severally in the past. But it's well. So you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
So, like I said, I just don't know where to start. There's a lot to talk about. But Udodi, Ore Mebranya, they've done what they've done. For most of us, almost everybody knows, and I'm happy that everybody knows. Some try to say that Nnamdi Kanu would have stick to his lawyer, blah blah blah. He would not. There's nothing you do. This verdict was already. It's already the government. This evil criminal drug trafficking. This evil bunch of people. They made up their mind. They know what they were gonna do. This is why they brought Omoto Shoko to come and display the shamelessness of Nigeria.
Yes.
So it's not a question of. In fact, it's even better that Nnamdi Kanu took the route he took, because at the end of the day, it would have been like legitimizing the evilness of Nigeria, you know.
Yes.
But for him to ask the lawyers to step aside, let him go ahead, so that you don't give them any further legitimation, because it's a sham. The whole thing is a sham, and we know what they are doing. Again, from the beginning, you remember the things we've been saying. They do these things so that eventually they will come in to say pardon, because what their end game is to kill Biafra. But they cannot kill Biafra. Nobody can. No. Absolutely nobody can. It's just sad on one aspect, because yesterday I was watching what's the name of Biafran Superstar TV. The guy who is also he's a good analyst. He goes, very analytical. But so because I saw on that Congressman, U.S. Congress hearing, so there's an Igbo woman, only Igbo they brought in to testify, and I won't say some of the things I want to say this morning, because I'm seriously troubled by what goes on within the Igbo. Again, not everybody, but all the the Ekwenso amongst us, helping to undermine, possibly destroy our future. I don't know why. Because from her name, you can clearly see no Igbo something, okay, whatever. I don't know if you've seen that video, but she came in there like a paid agent of Nigerian government to demean, to like water down, the gravity of what is going on, not just to Christians, but on the Biafrans, who are primarily, because that's where it all started. And that is their number one. Forget about Christian. Yes, they want to wipe out Christian. We know that. But their primary hindrance, their number one agenda is to stop us, because they know that it's Biafra, Igbo, that have been that a wage sort of, if you will, that stops them from taking over entire Nigeria. And I will say this, I think I've said this severally. I have no problem with Yorubas, but make no mistake that the Yorubas, Those among them who understand, they understand the big mess they've laid themselves into. And I'm telling you that they want to drag everybody into it so that we all can stay in this mess, this infiltration, this Islamic terrorism that has taken over. Shehu Kuti, he said it some few weeks ago. How they allow this Islamism to come among them, and that is the where is the noise coming from? Please, my brother, my network is not good. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So they want, you can clearly see when I listen to most of them that has that so most of them that has these positions and big microphone, when they speak, it's incredible. It is incredible. This monster that the Yoruba fed alongside the northern Fulanese in their quest to subjugate the Igbo because of that old, age-long hatred is coming home to backfire on everybody. Over the years, over the decade, lies and deception, cover up upon cover up upon cover up. They don't speak out to condemn evil. They don't speak up to call evil evil and good good. No. So that they can continue to share the political position and power in Nigeria back and front among them and the Fulanis. But Chukwuka Abiyama have a way of making people reap what they sow. I'm sorry to say, but that is just a fact. Do you know that yesterday I saw on Arise TV with that Charles Anogolo, another British agent, if you will. On that program was our able advocate, Aloy Ejimako, and the one Yoruba guy, and another one from either Warri, he said, or somewhere, at least South, whatever, you know. And when I saw the guy, whom I've seen in the past, the Yoruba guy, they call him Professor, whatever, okay? Now, you can see, even though he wasn't overly hateful, he was not overly hateful or try to, you know, but you can still feel where his heart is. You can just still see his, at the end of the day, you can see that is inherently natural problem. That there's no way it's going to be solved except everybody has to go their way and deal with their issue the way that it best suits them, the way they didn't fit. That is the only solution. In Charles Anogolo took time to ask them questions. He asked the Aloy Ejimako and they asked the Warri guy who said that this whole thing is a sham. The Warri guy, even though because it's not Igbo, okay, and it's true, but he just said, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Mazi, Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
Go ahead, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that is the program. Oh, it pains my heart, bro, that I'm not at work. It pains my heart that I'm not at work where network is 100% to deal with this issue. But it is well nonetheless. You know, people don't know how God works. These people.
We lost you.
To say that Nnamdi Kanu, the Yoruba guy, is not show remorseness, that he should not show repentance. Those are his words. How do you expect a man who has been wronged, so blatantly wronged, to be remorseful? You who offend him, you who have committed the crime, you are not, oh my goodness. But, dear brother, it just, again, like I said, there's so much to say.
Oh, we lost him. I think he's having a very serious network issue. And this is the program he was talking about. I'm thinking I was trying to play the program, but all the same, I think we're going to go into the program later on. Later on, we're going to stick to come to that program. The program he's just talking about. A lot has happened. A whole lot has happened, and I just pray that we can be able to deal with that. Yeah, welcome back. Go ahead. You're welcome back,
And
Bro Christian. Go ahead.
yeah,
Yeah, I can
my
hear you.
choose, so this is the problem that I'm having, and yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said this is the situation. It's a serious raw dilemma with my network issue because there's a lot to, and again, it will take at least till the end of the month before we're back in the office. So, but so yeah, that is the program from yesterday, and so where back to where I almost started from. So this brother, Biafra superstar media was also he was disappointed in the fact that an Igbo woman was called by the U.S. Congress to testify, and she said that she lived in the northern part. I don't know if brought up there or whatever, but there's nothing in her statement to show that she understands the plight of Ndi Igbo in Nigeria. That the ultimate target is the elimination, the total annihilation, and the fact that he just goes there to play both sides. That is not about, she cannot describe it as Christian genocide. Apart from the fact that she doesn't even understand the plight of Ndi Igbo as an Igbo woman, she also tried to downplay the reality, the fact, because heaven knows we don't make these things up. There's no addition or subtraction. We are just saying it as it is. And it's good too. We thank God that the United States government, they have eyes on the ground. They know the fact, but nonetheless, they still expect the people from there to amplify it, to explain it how it is. Because it's like you cannot be trying to heal somebody or trying to help somebody, but the person you are trying to help is telling you that he doesn't need help. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. I can hear
Oh,
you. Go
God.
ahead.
Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Hello?
I'm hearing you, my brother. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm hearing you. Go ahead. We can hear you. We're hearing
Hello?
you.
Hello, Mazi.
Just you cannot hear us, but we hear you loud and clear.
Okay, and yeah, of course, it's not working as usual. So I know that it's not working because you don't respond when I ask. So, but the thing, and the ajo you, what ajo you did now, that is, it's like frozen. All right, okay, good. So then this brother Biafran superstar media, he was saying so many things about an Igbo lady coming to just water down the whole thing to make it just so sad. But then I replied to him, I said, look, but sometimes it's also you make do with what you have, right? So since we don't have people in America there who is able to make loud enough noise, right? Who is able to knock the door so hard enough that they will be given invitation to come and explain. Because that is what it is. We might have people doing something here and there, but the fact that we don't have people that are willing or whatever it is to make loud enough voice, because if they do, they will be invited into the Congress there to come and give their own version too. But nobody is doing that. So I was just telling him, it's just the situation. But I also thank God that because I saw also, as soon as the verdict was rendered, there is a congressman, a black African American guy. I don't know. Quite frankly, I haven't seen him before, but he just picked it up immediately. That he described it as a travesty of justice. And it's nothing short of that. It's a shame what Nigeria Omotosho put up yesterday. Shame look, I don't know, that guy, you see, Nigeria, everything they do, everything they say, them to ridicule, public humiliation, an evil entity that ought not to exist at all. A guy, Omotosho, they say it's a judge or chief justice, whatever, can't even read a script. handed over to him. He was mumbling and jubbling. He couldn't read a script like a toddler. You ask yourself, how does this go that these people, so obviously, you can clearly see everything that is wrong with Nigeria. Everything is corruption, everything is corrupt, nothing is working, nothing will ever work. Omotosho, we haven't had him speak in the past. He couldn't even make a pronunciation. He took his everything on basis of, should I say, sedition. Nothing. Nnamdi Kanu was not found with any incriminating weapon whatsoever that he said in London, that he said in this, that he said in that. And you went ahead to make a proclamation of life in.
Well, your network is really giving issues now. It's breaking up. We can't hear you anymore.
Because first of all, I don't believe that it will hold. Because I know where they are leading to, where they are heading. I know that. So we've said it much earlier.
The network is really giving a very big issue, my brother. We lost you. We can't hear a word anymore. We can't hear a word anymore. So what we saw on that very day, it's something that is really disturbing. Really disturbing. Okay, while we wait for him to come, let us go. I think let us play the speech of the Council of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's play the speech, the press briefing that was given by the Council of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That press briefing is very important, so let's get into it before.
Today is the only day I have witnessed a man being convicted for mere buffering, for what he said from his mouth, not what he did with his own hands. The verdict is not consistent with the evidence laid before the court. The sentence is overbroad, cruel, and unusual. How can you convict a man for making mere broadcasts from a location that was never named, and he never tied that broadcast to any single incident of violence, or even someone slapping someone, not to talk of terrorism? He did all this. He didn't lay any evidence. I don't know where this whole verdict can be grounded in law, logic, or facts. We disagree with the judgment vehemently, and we are going to fight it from here onwards until justice is done. Judgment, politics is based on some primordial sentiments. Just because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Igbo, an Igbo man has become the person in Nigeria that should be trampled upon. I'm not saying this because I'm Igbo. I'll say it for the Hausa or Yoruba who gets trampled upon. But today we saw an Igbo man being trampled upon, and by God Almighty, we are not going to allow it. Nobody is going to trample on me. Nobody is going to trample on Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. He's a man that was pursuing change. To pursue a separate nation of yours is not a crime. So in Nigeria today, if somebody says don't be silly, you get convicted. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may broadcast, and so what? And you convict him for terrorism, for mere words in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What kind of precedent is being laid? So from here, we are heading to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal is the only court in this country, or the next court in this country, that sits as a jury. We are going to approach justice there to check out what happened in court today. And we are pretty sure the justices will agree with us that today was the symbol of the travesty of justice that everybody has been suspecting all along. If the Court of Appeal disagrees with us, we head to the Supreme Court. But by God Almighty, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going to stand convicted. He's going to get overturned. Thank you.
First of all, I want to talk to the Igbos that nobody should take laws into your hand. I'm assuring you, this judgment is predicated on anger. Thank God that the judgment was streamed live and everybody watched it. You will see the anger in delivering the judgment. And it's not predicated on law. Now, I also want to let you know that this charge, that the investigation that gave rise to this charge was not investigated, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's statement, purported statement, was rejected by this court. And they did not tender any document as investigation report. That is to say, the investigation was not, the offense was not investigated. Having said that, also something that happened in court today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu filed a matter in Court of Appeal. And he's asking, my lord, that particular matter I filed in Court of Appeal anchored on this particular issue. Please, can you just suspend this judgment? Let Court of Appeal direct what to do. My lord refused. Now, on the issue of anger, you journalists will bear with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that government, Nigerian government, and the judiciary are not fair to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What do I mean? Nnamdi Kanu was given judgment by Court of Appeal. Federal government refused to comply with that judgment given by Court of Appeal until after 8 days before the appeal against it. When we get to the Supreme Court directed prosecution what to do. Amend this particular charge. Nnamdi Kanu was saying that, please, can you amend this charge? They refused. With the combined effect of all this, I'm assuring you that this judgment will not stand. And the Court of Appeal will do justice to this. Now, I also want to plead with judiciary. Nnamdi Kanu is representing himself because the court has given the prosecution a blanket order to detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever they want. They should detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where we have access to file his appeal, because he has 90 days to file his appeal. And the judge said that the judgment will be ready in the next 15 minutes. I also enjoy the media. We have the record of proceedings from the day the matter came to till today. I want you to check the record of proceedings and evidence standard, reconcile it with the judgment. Now you will now see what we are talking about. You are bringing British into this matter, bringing America into this matter. You are now trying to so that the British and America will be against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Something that was not an issue, that was never tendered, that was never given evidence on, and they are raising the issue. So this is a judgment against the Igbos. This is a judgment against the good people of Southeast, and it's because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an evil. You cannot give this kind of judgment to a northern. You cannot give it to a southwestern. You cannot give it to another tribe in Nigeria apart from the Igbos. And we are going to start against it, because it has happened in this country against some other persons, including Abiola. The Igbos join hands together to fight against it. Why should we be our own time and everybody's sitting there? I think it's unfair.
So, my fellow Biafrans, you have had the press briefing from our legal team, Aloy Jimaka and Maxwell, who are on the front line there. And every single thing they said are facts. Many of us have followed this case from day one till now. There are so many things I heard in the court that has never been mentioned before. In fact, yesterday, the judge himself became the prosecutor. That is what we saw yesterday. The judge by himself began to shop for evidence by himself, trying to convince the whole world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Up to the extent of dragging the United Kingdom, saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to bomb the US. Oh my God. It's really laughable. What we saw yesterday was a very laughable thing. That's why at the next day I just got tired and I just left the whole thing. It is a shame. Go ahead.
Yeah, Marjo, you know, so you can, if learned people like these lawyers, these barristers, and that Agwacha, the representative from Abia State, if they can make this pronouncement about the reality, the fact on the ground, how much more we who are just, you know, some, you know, so obviously, if you are a Biafra, if you are an Igbo person, do not understand the fact that just like in 1967, when the Yorubas jointly went into war with the Northern Fulanis against the Igbo, it's not over. We are still in it. You can do. I don't care. Maybe because you live there, or you are invested so much, or whatever informs you are.
We lost your voice again. We can't hear you, Christian. Christian, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. We lost you. We lost your voice. I think you're having a serious network issue today. You're having a very bad network. We can't hear you, Christian. We can't hear you. You're welcome, Greg. Greg, you're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Hello?
Hello. Are you there, Christian?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so as I was saying, there's one particular word I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. Maybe I will reserve it for another day. But I went sobu, I went sobu, unquestionably. But also Nnamdi Kanu has always recognized that too, from time immemorial. I don't know what it's all about. How can you not see is so open what they are doing to you, and you are joining them to continue? From our political leaders, exception of very few, like Agwacha, and very few, but majority of them are just as worse, if not worse, than their enemies. I begin to wonder. And I saw the Igbo woman yesterday testify in the US. Of all the Igbos, women and men in USB or in CRC, none of them will, oh my God. This woman just came to quench, if possible, but of course it's not possible. Because if I name it, therefore you can sabotage all you want. You can pretend all you want. Every weekend, you gather, try to get money from people in the name of whatever you call it. But we know that you are not out to go all the way. You are probably one Nigerianist, or you are a believer of obedience, or you are working with the enemy. It is what it is. We have to be able to call it for what it is. The fact that they have to get this Igbo woman who is not into she's not into our freedom.
Yeah, I can hear you. Bro, Christian. But let's just keep this
stay with it. Okay. Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
keep the
So
discussion on a different.
I understand.
Level now.
Okay. Controversy.
Let's just remain on that, on the path.
I understand.
Blame anybody. Because I think I saw. I was even surprised. The avid, the avid that is there, Nigerian Biafran veteran that I saw that took the picture in Washington. There was there. I was surprised that they are not even able to get there.
Okay.
We saw them. They took a picture. They made a video before the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I was expecting them to see them in that hearing. I was expecting to see them making their way into that hearing because they are the most outspoken in the United States. That avid. We have seen them on several occasions. They go to Washington and other, but for the fact that they were not able to appear in that very hearing is equally disturbing. So whatever the hindrances are, I believe by the special grace of God, we'll break those boundaries.
Yeah, that's yeah. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just putting out there. It's not like I'm holding it to anything because I've been able to identify Now catch code if I know. Therefore, nobody can stop God when he moves. So people who are, let them just continue to do what they do. Everybody is watching everybody. Nobody, you can't go, you can't be that naive to be trusted. Now, but let's move on. So, but the thing is, they will go to appeal. They will appeal the sham justice. The sham verdict will be appealed. And yeah, but the most important thing is that, and again, because people do not recognize that their enemy meant so bad towards them. That is why you have these things happening every now and then. Every opportunity for people to come and state the power that matters, the power that can change things. So I understand there are some too who are, because again, that American congressman, the black man who raised the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, that also shook up everywhere, because the issue could never have believed that when we we've been saying that the whole world is watching this sham justice, this criminal Nigerian justice system, the most disgraceful justice system anywhere in the world is watching. And based on that, that is why you see that the congressman spoke direct the same day. How expedient, the same day they were passing the verdict, the judgment, he spoke about it. And they are showing his comment on all their channels in the zoo, Channels TV Arise, where he make that pronouncement of travesty of justice. And this Tunubu TVC, they showed in one of their listing, Nnamdi Kanu was sobbing and crying. But this it's not true. But they do it anyway. And hello?
They showed in their place where Nnamdi Kanu was crying.
Hello?
You said they showed where Nnamdi Kanu was sobbing and crying. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
I hear you. Your network is really bad.
Yeah. So, and they're trying to cause, I don't know what they're hoping to achieve, friction between Ndibo. In other words, Nnamdi Kanu. Can you represent us all with US and Britain that he tried to bomb?
President Tinubu seeking the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
No, this is not the video. Go ahead. This is not the video I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that senator, US senator that was calling for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go ahead.
So you see the people we're dealing with. They are slow as animal. In fact, lower than animal. That Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, now,
yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that Nnamdi Kanu. Is it an instigation? But that is so childish and stupid. Because even the British, in spite of their hatred to or their conspiracy towards Igbo Biafra, they know in their heart of heart that we are not terrorists. It's not in us. What you don't have, you don't have. We are not terrorists. And they know it. But they also know, or they also understand who we are, the level, how much we hold on to fairness, justice, and equity, how much also our people are educated, enlightened, and that will not just roll over. So these are some of the things they are holding, the British is holding against Igbo. Okay,
yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So those are some of the things. Oh my God. Anyway, maybe network fee improved, then I don't know. It's just really it's pathetic with my network problem this morning. But maybe Greg, you can give him a chance. Let him speak, then
Okay. Let's hear.
In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear.
It's important. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was mentioned in that hearing. It is very important, and I believe it was made possible by so many Biafrans that are speaking. Even what we are doing here is also adding. Many people are speaking on different platforms. We have seen that Avid, the Biafran veteran, whatever. We saw them in Washington, D.C., where they are working on all that. So everything everybody is doing is adding value. So we should have to intensify and increase in our effort. It's an opportunity for us to make our voice heard. It's an opportunity for us to make things happen. And by the special grace of Chukwu Gabiam, no matter what happens, everything is going to work out for our own good. We must not give up.
Amen.
Greg, Greg, take the mic and speak to us, Bro Greg. Bro Greg, are you there?
Yes, Mazi, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Welcome.
Yeah. I think I'm coming out to the people, guys, people who walking around my house. It's a little bit loud.
Yeah, we can
Am I
hear
coming
you.
out?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, my brother, this morning. Again, 21st of November, 2025. We thank God for our lives. We still thank God for the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yesterday, I waited and it didn't take so long, then I left work. So when I closed work, I got my phone and I had a verdict. That tells me that Biafra is already here. That is confirming Biafra is here. But what I want to do this morning is to pray. Prayer means asking God. At the same time, God for all those things comprise prayers. I have come this morning just as that man, James Omotoshe, or whatever they call him, as a judge. My prayer to him and my prayer to Nnamdi Kanu. First, I will pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never labor in vain.
You see?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will see his children's children.
You see?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for justice, and justice is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will need.
You see?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for the Igbo people, the oppressed people. Even the oppressed Fulanis, he stand for them. Even the oppressed Yorubas, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for them.
Yes.
Even the oppressed Hausas, the TVs, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for the oppressed, and God will stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
You see?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Oku Kanu, he will live to see Biafra.
You see?
That is our prayer this morning. And heaven hears our prayers because he said, whatever I hear you say, that is what I will do for you.